Hi, Marina. How are you?
Good.
Good. What's up? What's new? How can I help? Oh,
Okay. It's going to my head. I
okay.
thought it's
What's up? What's new? How can I help you today?
um, what's new. So basically, we would need to talk about school.
Yes.
So this is the main thing. Rather than that, I can share that yesterday we had a little bit tough morning. So Dylan got a little bit fixated on like he asked me, can I call grandma? And it was morning time. I said, first we learn, then you call grandma. And he got fixated. Why can I call grandma? So I had to do dots and spots. I left even outside. I came back. It didn't help, and I had to work. So I found a different place to sit in
Yeah.
the kitchen where he cannot pull my chair because it doesn't have wheels.
Right.
So it took him some time, and then he got to me and said, "Let's go learn."
Good.
So
Marina, that's tremendous.
yeah,
Good for you. And you just went away and let it go.
yeah,
That's way to go. So did he
yeah.
call grandma?
After we
Good.
finished, yes,
Yes. Amazing. Yay.
yeah,
Everybody wins there.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about,
But it took him a long time to get back to whatever we want.
yeah, and that's okay. That's okay that it takes him a long time. It's effective because you just let it go.
Yeah.
Well done. Good for you. And you know what? Teenagers are stubborn,
For him, he's not getting teenager behaviorals yet, and I hope he will not.
but he's 14 and
He
he's
is almost 15, actually. He
yeah,
will be
and
15 in October. So,
teenagers are stubborn. So
but this is something that is for many years already.
yes,
This kind of stubborn. So it's not
I un-
teenagers.
I understand. Yes. Let's talk about school. So you have
Yeah.
your transition meeting on
Yes.
Friday. So 2 days. What do you know what the agenda is for the meeting? Have you seen that?
No, I requested it, and like yesterday, they found a new teacher for first semester.
Okay.
So yesterday she sent an email and a bunch of questions about Dylan.
Okay.
So I put the questions, and then there was a note, and I put in the note I want to have transition meeting before the school starts.
Yes.
And then she came back to me that she and principal and vice principal will be available on Friday.
Excellent. And you asked for an agenda, but you haven't received anything?
I didn't ask for this agenda.
Okay, so let's make up our own agenda and send
Okay,
it to them
sure.
to say that these are the things that I would like to cover on Friday. Um, so we want to establish a start date, right? And you want to establish what that looks like. What does the first day of school look like? And what is the plan moving forward? Now, you tell me what else you want to know.
Okay, so this is the agenda. Anything else?
Yeah, you tell me what else do you want to know?
Okay. Um, so we want to include academic goals.
So you could ask when you will create the IEP. Is that what you're talking about?
And no, IP will come like in
Later.
two
Uh,
months about. So
so So yes, that's a great heading. You want to talk about how academic goals will be worked into the plan. So keep in mind that the school uses their left hand all the time,
Oh, yeah,
right? And the school is going to focus on Dylan's Jemima. So what was his name? What is that name? I forgot.
David.
David. So the school is going to focus on David's behavior.
Yeah.
And we want um, to the best of your ability to focus on Dylan's behavior, right? So I think that in your agenda, you might want to include an update from the summer right at the beginning. And that's where you can share with them that you have seen a lot of changes in his behavior and that giving him space seems to be a very positive thing for him. Does that make sense? So, one of the things that I think you'll have to be aware of during the conversation is, are they talking about Dylan or are they talking about David?
Well, it's a new teacher.
Yeah.
They will have a new EA.
Yep.
They don't know anything about him.
So then that'll make it easier too to talk about Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right?
So do I give them any strategies, any
Should,
advices?
should you give them strategies?
Yeah, because they
Um,
don't know how to deal with it.
right. So what would you say works now with him rather than reacting to behaviors, but what works now to set up the environment where he is
So
able to be Dylan?
stop talking,
Yes. So write these things
sit and
down.
wait.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
Um,
not overloading him with activities.
yeah. Offering him choice. Remember how he was telling you about what he would like to do for fun?
So offering choice in terms of what they learn or in terms of
I
in
think,
between like breaks.
yeah, yeah. What would you like to do for fun? And if he says go outside, then that's like, great, we'll go outside. First, we're going to do some math. And because that this happens at home, right? There's a first and then a then. He already will understand that when they follow through on that, good things are going to happen, right?
Okay.
So we want to set things up to mitigate the behaviors, not to react to them. So I think that's a really good point to make with them at the beginning, that you've seen so much improvement because you've changed your environment and you've changed your own behavior, which is really much more proactive than reactive, right?
Okay.
So now on your agenda, you have summer updates, right? What's after summer updates?
After summer updates, I will give them strategies that I do. Right? It's just that the strategies may not work because the other kids, and if he gets behaviorals, they won't be able to wait because he gets
Right. Now,
aggressive
they,
to others.
and then so you might want to ask them what is their plan when they are presented with a behavior? What will their plan be? Okay.
Okay.
And then you had a start date on there. When should he start school? And
Yeah.
what will that look like? And I
Yeah.
think like a timeline for that day would be good. Like, where does he get dropped off? Who's going to meet him? How will he know where to go? And if it's an all day or is it a partial day on the first day?
It's whole day.
Okay. Does the school have a social story that they could send home that will explain his and introduce his new people? That would be great. So I always encourage parents to have a social story for the first day of school, even if it's a new school, new grade, whatever. The first day of school is a change in routine, right? And there is a toolkit that I have that you can access called
Yeah, I saw it, but I didn't
right.
have time to access. Yeah.
No, no, that's okay. But if they say no, they don't have a social story, I would suggest that you write one and
Mhm.
use that little toolkit to help you. So if they say no, I would ask their permission to take their pictures and go to the classroom or wherever he's going to meet someone. Just take some pictures of the building so you can create your own. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think built-in can the classroom he knows it will be the same.
Right. And that would be a
But
great
but
page.
still but still it's good to have a
Yeah,
picture.
it would be a great page to say, Dylan will be in the same classroom this year and then have a photo of it. That would be that would be
Yeah.
great for him to know.
Okay.
Okay, so can you start at the top of your agenda and tell me what you've got so far?
So first one is update from the summer,
Yeah.
then strategies, then establish start date, and then academic goals.
Social story, did you add that in there? Requesting a social story?
Okay, so social story, it should be on the agenda. Okay.
Yep. Because we're going to send this to them today via email,
Yeah.
which will give them time to create a social story if they don't have one, theoretically,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Theoretically. Okay. Um, yeah, and then a discussion of academics.
Yes. So for academics, like they do academics with him, just that the level that they do is whatever he permits him to do them to do. Like it's very low level. So how do I push it?
I think that you would be able to say that since his behavior has changed, that the low level of academics that he has been doing is no longer suitable. Because before his behavior was getting in the way of him accessing the curriculum. And now that his behavior has shifted, you would like to see him doing more of the level that he's capable of doing, which he does with you at home. So you might want to take some things with you to show them what level he's capable of doing at home.
Okay.
Okay? So that seems pretty thorough.
Yeah. Now, a couple of issues that I know that will be at school. Like, first
Yep,
of all, he has selective mutism, so it's possible that he will not talk to them because it's new stuff for some time,
that's
which I
okay.
think it's okay.
Yep, that's
But
okay.
second one, he doesn't sit at school for a few years already.
He doesn't what?
Sit,
So he's,
doesn't sit,
yeah,
doesn't sit on the chair at all. He
well,
stands all the time, which is
do
very
they,
bad.
do they, no, it's not. Do they have a desk they can raise up high so he can,
Yes. No,
perfect.
no, they cannot raise it. It's a regular desk.
Well, I think you could ask them if they have a desk they could raise up high because he likes to stand.
Only at school. At home he sits.
That's okay. If they have a standing height desk, they could give him the choice. Would you like to sit or stand? And then and then you don't get locked into two Jemimas having an argument about whether or not he's going to sit or stand. Sitting or
He will
standing is
stand, I know.
it's irrelevant, right? So what's relevant is the learning that he's going to do while he's standing. So let's take the argument out of the picture. They could find themselves a standing desk.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Because I think that the standing all day is one of the issues of behavior for behaviorals.
So they keep asking him to sit down and he doesn't want to sit down.
No, they don't. They don't bother about it.
So what is the behavior that results from standing? Is it he gets tired?
I think so. He gets tired, he gets overwhelmed.
So it could be as simple as would you like to sit or would you like to stand? And and to say, I see you're getting tired. You're welcome to sit. So then he has to work it out, right? And that could easily be part of your social story as well. So you're going to put that thought in his head before he even gets to school. Like um, Dylan can sit or stand in his classroom to do his schoolwork. But truthfully, we don't know what he's going to do when he gets to school, right? We we want him to be able to go to school now with his cup half full or less, right? So that he's able to cope with the things that come up at school. Because before he was going with his cup full. and the behaviors would happen, and that would not be good, right? So now that his cup is half empty or less, even, he should have the space within him to cope with some things. So we don't know whether he'll sit or whether he'll stand or whether it will be an issue again, right?
Well, we can hope.
We sure can. We can
We
absolutely
we
hope,
should.
right?
But I
But
don't believe it will happen.
but yeah, but we don't know he will be if he will have as much behavior as he did last year because he's coming with a different frame of mind. Things are calmer in his life at home and for him. And that way he's able to leave your home with his cup half full and have the ability to cope with things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
Do I ask them to set the update if he misbehaves or something?
Well, is there going to be a consequence for him at home if he misbehaves?
Well, this is something that we need to talk about.
Um, behavior, consequences for behavior need to be tied directly to behavior. So if there's a consequence when he gets home, it will likely not be effective,
No.
right? Um, so what I would ask for them to communicate to you about is what went well? How long did things go before behavior started happening? Because then we can look at if that's consistent, we can look at what's happening around that time of day that we need to shift. If they are reporting to you when behavior happens, then they're focusing on David. We want to focus on Dylan. And we want to extend Dylan's day at school as long as we can. So we have to be very careful not to switch over and flip to playing defense with David. So that's just a whole bunch of Jemimas having a party in a classroom, right?
Yeah.
So ask for updates about what he does well, what went well, what's going well. So that's what you can talk about with him when he gets home, if you're talking at all.
Okay. So
That's a lot on your agenda for the first day.
yeah. So and even when he comes back, if I get any response, I will focus only on good things, not on the bad things
Yeah,
at home.
yeah. Because we're shifting the environment, right? We are shifting to support Dylan. We're not going to focus on David. The focus is on Dylan. And that's
Okay.
had really like some tremendous changes, right? Yeah. Okay, so I would put that into an email and send it off to the school now. I would CC the principal, the EA, the teacher, special
I
ed,
don't have a name. I have the principal, I have
the
vice
teacher.
principal, and the teacher.
So I would message all of them, uh, send them the agenda, and ask them if they have anything else they'd like to add. And then always finish your agenda with next steps. And the next steps should include setting a meeting date for your next meeting. Otherwise, you get lost in a loop of when are we talking again? When are we meeting next? Or you get nothing happens until the string of bad things start to happen, and then you start to meet because things aren't going well.
Mhm.
So I would suggest you have a next steps and your next meeting planned. And a next step might be discussing the IEP in detail. So do you see how by setting this agenda and asking for next steps in another meeting, it's all about Dylan?
Yeah, yeah,
That's good, Marina.
great.
Yeah. And take some samples of the academic work he can do so you can
Yeah,
show them that now that his behavior is not getting in the way, he's capable of doing this level of work. Okay.
okay.
Okay, good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
En- Enjoy. Like there's a
I
lot.
will put the agenda. If I have questions or if I want you to review it, can I send it over?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay, great.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
for sure. I think it's a tremendous agenda. It's just like the ones that I would have made for families coming in to talk to me about the first day of school. So
okay.
send it on over. Good luck. And if you have any questions as well before the meeting, you know where to find me.
Oh, yeah, I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
You too.
Okay. Bye,
Bye.
Marina.